If there's one thing I hate about content creation, it's unnecessary clutter getting in my way and ruining my efficiency, so that's the main reason why I wanted to test this out. This is the Comica VM30, a wireless shotgun mic with some other really cool features up its sleeve. Comica makes a lot of really great wireless lav systems, and their first mic in the CVM VM20 got a lot of great reviews. So it seems like they've combined the best of both of those things into a new first-of-its-kind product. You can still use this mic in wired mode, which does make more sense in certain scenarios, like when you have it mounted directly on top of your camera. But since it also has a Usbc rechargeable battery inside, you can stick it on a boom pole or another stand, and it almost seems like it's working like magic. The CVM VM30 comes in a really nice padded carrying case, and not only includes the mic and the receiver, but a mic mount, shock mount, pop filter, windscreen, and all the necessary cables. Needless to say, the wireless functionality is the big selling point here, but this mic does have some other useful features. You get a low-cut filter with two settings at either 75 or 150 Hz, as well as a high-frequency boost. That's really useful, especially when you're using the windscreen, because it will block some of the high-frequency sounds. It has a stepless gain knob on the back, as well as a button to turn the wireless transmitter on or off to save battery, depending on whether you're using it wirelessly or in wired mode. In wired mode, you get up to 50 hours of battery life, and in wireless mode, you get up to 7 hours, and the wireless latency is also less than 20 milliseconds. The wireless receiver is also really small and can clip directly into the hot shoe of your camera. It's also USB-C rechargeable with a 7-hour battery life, which is convenient. That way you don't have to charge the receiver and the transmitter or microphone in different intervals. The receiver not only has a 3.5 millimeter jack for connecting to cameras or mobile devices, but a separate jack for headphone monitoring. The whole system records at 48 kilohertz and 24 bits. Both the mic and the receiver have screens, so it's really easy to tell when things are working and whether they're enabled or disabled. The mic also has an indicator light to show you when it's doing things like charging, pairing, or in use. I'll also say that this mic is extremely light despite being made totally of metal and having an internal transmitter, which other shotgun mics don't have. So feature-wise, the CVM VM30 looks really good, but none of that matters unless the sound quality is good as well. I'm going to play some audio samples using this mic in wired and wireless modes to see how it sounds in a few different common setups. This is the Comica VM30 mounted directly to the top of my full-frame camera, and I'm shooting at 35 millimeters, so this is what you might get for a typical talking head setup. This is the Comica VM30 mounted directly to the top of my full-frame camera, and I'm shooting at 35 millimeters, so this is what you might get for a typical talking head setup. This is the Comica VM30 in a traditional setup with the mic boomed just out of frame about a couple feet away. This is the Comica VM30 in a traditional setup with the mic boomed just out of frame about a couple feet away. This is the Comica VM30 on a desktop stand about 1 foot away, and you might use this setup for podcasting or recording something like screencasts. This is the Comica VM30 on a desktop stand about 1 foot away, and you might use this setup for podcasting or recording something like screencasts. So what do you think? Leave a comment and let me know if having a wireless shotgun mic would solve any production issues for you, or if you just think it's appealing to have less wires in your shotgun mic setup. I'm recording this video before knowing its final price, so I will put that in the description. And that's the easiest way to support this channel without any additional cost to you. Let me know if you like how this mic sounds and if you think it's worth the price versus other options out there. That's it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.